Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reading you another one of my stories. This will be a bit long, so you might want to grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and let's get started. This story is called Khamoshiyan. The beginning. Once upon a time in West Bengal, there was a girl. Her name was Anvi Chatterjee. She was born to Adya Chatterjee and Arindam Chatterjee. She had 3 siblings, Prakashti, Prashti, and Ishani. She liked to dance and sing. Her best friends are Kriti, Shraddha, and Zara. They're also from West Bengal. Kriti has 2 sisters, Ishwarya and Asha. Shraddha has 3 siblings, Sana, Chandana, and Anshi. Zara has 5 siblings, Amala, Aravi, Ashritha, Anisha, and Ayana. Anvi is a Bharatanatyam dancer and speaks 5 languages. She speaks Bengali, Hindi, Tamil, Marathi, and Punjabi. Anvi meets a new friend, Pallavi Sriram. I'm Anvi Chatterjee, and I'm Bengali. What's your name? I'm Pallavi Sriram, and I'm a dancer. What's your heritage? Asked Anvi. I'm from Maharashtra, so I am Maharashtrian. What dance do you do, Anvi? I do Bharatanatyam. What about you? I do Kathak and Lavani. What is Lavani, Pallavi? Lavani is the dance of Maharashtra. What's Bharatanatyam? Bharatanatyam is the dance of Kerala. Anvi, you're Bengali, right? Yes, I am. Then why are you doing a dance that Bengalis don't do? Pallavi, anyone can do a dance, Bengali or not. I guess you're right, Anvi, Pallavi said. Pallavi, can I tell you a story? Asked Anvi. Yes, Pallavi replied. Anvi sits down and sings. Khamoshiyan is the silent life. I have lived this silent life forever. I live the life of a silent girl. It's the story of Khamoshiyan. I had a mother, she is Bengali. She separated me from all my relatives. I wasn't speaking, I wasn't talking. She said to me not to speak. She said to me not to speak until I was 10. Khamoshiyan is the silent life. I have lived this silent life forever. I live the life of a silent girl. It's the story of Khamoshiyan. My sisters were speaking and they were dancing. I was the only one who was left out of things. I was excluded and now I am lonely. I need someone to help me get me out of this. Khamoshiyan is the silent life. I have lived this silent life forever. I live the life of a silent girl. It's the story of Khamoshiyan. You're not alone now. I'm here to help you. You're not alone, Anvi, I am here for you. I'll take the stress away and relieve the pain from you. Anvi, I'm here to tell you this is gonna end. Khamoshiyan is the silent life. Only you have lived this life forever. I lived the life of a silent girl. It's the story of Khamoshiyan. Anvi turned to Pallavi, waiting for a response. Anvi, that's so sad, said Pallavi. Pallavi then stood up and took Anvi's hand. I have someone for you to meet, Pallavi said I have someone for you to meet, Pallavi said with a half smile on her face. Anvi then takes a trip into India. She then encounters 3 spirits, and Pallavi is by her side. The meeting. The next day, Anvi and Pallavi take a trip into India. The first stop they made was Kolkata. They met 3 spirits, Mitaba, Sharman, and Arshad. My name is Mitaba Assis Kumar. Who are you 2 lovely Indians? I'm Anvi Chatterjee, and I'm not Indian, she said. Then what are you? Asked Sharman. I'm Bengali. Bengalis don't like to be called Indians. Oh, I'm sorry, said Mitaba. Arshad turned to Pallavi. Who are you? He asked. I'm Pallavi Sriram. What's your heritage? Asked Arshad. I'm Marathi, said Pallavi. You're Marathi, Sharman repeated. What are you guys up to? Asked Mitaba. I'm helping Anvi. She lived a silent life, and we're going to the States and India, answered Pallavi. I see. Can we come along? Asked Sharman. You sure can, replied Anvi with a look of elation on her face. Pallavi, who are we meeting? Anvi asked. Her name is Hassana, said Pallavi. She'll help us find a way to get out of your comfort zone and enjoy life, she said to Anvi. I'm excited, exclaimed Anvi. Mitaba, do you know Hassana? Asked Pallavi. Yes, I do. She's a psychic, and she's also a fairy. She has a sister, Meera Chopra, and her and I are actors, said Sharman. Wait, you're not who I think you are, said Anvi. Who do you think I am? Sharman asked. I think you're Sharman Joshi, she said. Anvi, yes, I am. How did you know? I watched 1920 London, and I love you and Meera. Meera plays Shivangi, right? Yes, Anvi. Do you know what my character is? Asked Sharman. Is it Jay Singh? Anvi Chatterjee. Yes, it is. Hassana then comes to meet the Indians. My name is Hassana Dandit. I'm adopted from my previous mother, Parampara Thakur. Wait a second. You're friends with Sachet and Parampara, right? Asked Anvi. Anvi, yes. How did you know? She asked. Just a wild guess, Anvi replied. Anvi sure knows everything. Hassana, can you help me? Can you read my future? Asked Anvi. Yes, I can, she replied. Give me your hands, she said calmly. Anvi holds out her hands towards Hassana. Hassana holds Anvi's hands and begins to read. I see, you've been separated. You don't remember being happy. You're all alone, she spoke calmly. Anvi looked at Pallavi, who was intrigued in hearing more of Hassana's readings. Hassana, how do you become so predictive? Asked Sharman. I was raised by a family of mediums? Mediums are people who tell the future and read readings, she replied. I heard you're a fairy. Could you cast a spell and have Anvi talk to spirits? Asked Arshad. I can put a curse, she said. A good one? Asked Anvi. Yes, I will use my magic to cast a spell, said Hasana. Hasana then stands in front of Anvi and repeats this mantra. Ishq pyar hai mushkil, take this Indian if you will. Ishq pyar hai mushkil, take this Indian if you will. The spirit then came out, and Hasana was not happy. Oh no! The spirit is evil! I put a curse on her! Hasana shrieked. Hasana was scared. She didn't know what to do. She realized that she put a bad curse on Anvi. Hasana put a spell on a Bengali girl she did. Hasana put a curse on an Indian girl. A spirit is locked inside her. Hasana, she's the one who put an Indian curse on an Indian girl. I don't even know this story. This is the story of a Bengali child. I can see Hasana's spirit. I can see the magic in the Indian girl. Hasana, she's the one who put an Indian curse on an Indian girl. Sometimes you need a little peace. Sometimes you need a little love. You don't always need the magic of a Bengali child talking to spirits. Hasana, she's the one who put an Indian curse on an Indian girl. Hasana, release this evil spirit out of me, said Anvi. I am now reciting an Indian dua. Dua means prayer in Hindi. Said Hasana. Hasana puts her hand on Anvi's head and says this. Mashkil. The spirit is mashkil. Ish. Go back to the abyss. The spirit goes out. That was easy, Pallavi said. It's what I call magic, said Hasana. The silent life. The next day, the team went to Chandigarh. Anvi Chatterjee is still finding herself. Anvi, can you tell me about this silent life? Arshad asked. Yes, I was separated from my relatives, Anvi said. I see. I'm sorry. We'll help you find your true self, Mituva said. Yes, said Hasana. This is the story of Khamoshiyan, said Anvi. The horror movie? Asked Hasana. No, my story, Anvi answered. I see, Pallavi said. Pallavi began to sing. Silence, Khamoshiyan, silence, Khamoshiyan, silence, Khamoshiyan. This is the silent life, silence, Khamoshiyan, silence, Khamoshiyan, silence, Khamoshiyan. This is the silent life of Anvi Chatterjee, the silent life of Anvi. She was separated. This is the silent life of Anvi. Arshad then starts to sing. Khamoshiyan is the silent life. It's the story of my friend Anvi. Khamoshiyan is the silent life. It's the story of my friend Anvi. Anvi Chatterjee. energy. You are not alone. I'm here for you all the time. Khamoshiyan. The silent life of me. Khamoshiyan. One which energies. Story of life. Hasana then looks down at her feet and squirms. Pallavi then looks at Sharman and starts turning. Hasana, help me out of this, Anvi exclaimed. I will, and I'm going to be here for you. Would you like to come to a party in Chennai? Chennai? Yes, Anvi, said Hasana. A party in Chennai! The team cheered. Hasana then sings. There's a party in Chennai. There's a party up in India. You get to have some fun. A party in Chennai. There's a party in Chennai. There's some fun that's waiting for you. Experience elation in Chennai. A party in Chennai. In the country India, you get to have a lot of fun. Experience a party with your friends and me. It's time to have some fun with me. It will be fun, don't you agree? Experience a party in Chennai. Parties are the best for you. You don't have to dress up for this. There's nothing to be scared of. Up in India, parties are the best for you. The party brings the happiness. There's nothing to be afraid of. Experience a party in Chennai. Everyone was really excited to be invited to a party in Chennai. So they went from Chandigarh straight to Chennai. And Chennai is another state in India. It's more like a southern state. Tamil is spoken in it, and there are some other languages. Hasana was invited by a new friend named Payal, Amit, Sushmita Acharya. A new friend. The team ended up in Chennai after their trip from Chandigarh. They walked to this house and were greeted by the host of the party. I'm Shankar Mahadavan. Welcome to the party. Payal comes to meet the team. I'm Payal Amit Sushmita Acharya. Welcome to the party. Shankar, said Anvi. You're not the real singer, are you? Anvi, yes I am. They walked in the area with Shankar and Payal. Are you Anvi Chatterjee? She asked. Yes. Are you Payal Acharya? Asked Anvi. Yes, I am, said Payal. Payal holds her hand out to Anvi. Anvi, what's your heritage? Asked Payal as she grabbed Anvi's hands. I'm Bengali. Yours? Asked Anvi. I'm Indian, and I don't like Bengalis, Acharya said angrily. Payal, Amit, Sushmita, Acharya, how dare you say that to a Bengali? Said Mahadevan. And Mahadevan is Shankar. So if you see a last name like Acharya, it's just the character's last name in the story. Like Mahadevan, Acharya, Chatterjee, yeah. I don't want a Bengali near me, screamed Acharya. Payal, step back, hollered Hasana. Payal stepped away from the Bengali. Hostility, Anvi said quietly so Payal wouldn't hear. Payal is hostile to Anvi. Why is this? Payal then sent a spirit into Anvi. Khamoshiyan, Khamoshiyan. The story of mine is now silencing the girl. I'm silencing the wife of a Bengali. Khamoshiyan. Khamoshiyan. Payal chanted this many times until Anvi went silent. Woo! She silenced her for real. Hasana then stands to Anvi and then Hasana stands next to Anvi, and then something strange begins to happen. Next section is called The Possession. Sharman comes to see Anvi and Hasana standing next to each other. They were standing next to each other until Sharman hears Anvi speaking in an unknown language. Sharman knows English and Bengali. He doesn't speak any other language. Hasana then saw Anvi's eyes roll back into her head. Anvi Chatterjee! Anvi Chatterjee! Anvi Chatterjee! Screamed Hasana. Anvi then falls backwards and begins to growl in Hindi. Ashiki, 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 she said. Shankar turns and looked at Anvi. With her eyes rolled back, Anvi starts convulsing. Hasana tries calling out her name, but she doesn't respond. Anvi, 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 Hasana called. Anvi's still convulsing and not responding. I think we need Shreya Ghoshal and Arijit Singh, shrieked Hasana. Shreya and Arijit? They're Indians, not Bengalis, said Mithila. They are both Bengali, and they know Indian magic, said Hasana. Yes, that is true. Arijit Singh and Shreya Ghoshal they're both Bengali. Arijit is from Murshidabad. Indian magic? That's not a thing, said Arshad. It actually is, and they both also know black magic, Hasana said. Hasana, no, don't go there, said Sharman. Pallavi joins in with them. Black magic is used in horror movies like 1920 London, Pallavi said. I know a person who can get the spirit out. His name is Hasit Nanda. We also could use a singer, which is my brother, Sid Sriram, Pallavi said. Pallavi, no, that's not gonna work at all, said Hasana. Yes, it will, because the black magic is set by Arjun Kapoor, said Arshad. Arshad, what does Arjun Kapoor have to do with what we're talking about? Asked Hasana. Magic. Also, the Indian magic is done by Sushant Singh Rajput, Arshad said. Sushant Singh Rajput? No, Arshad, said Hasana. Ishprit would be a good exorcist, said Arshad. Arshad Abhijit Bhattacharya. No, this isn't helping, said Hasana. Ishprit would be a big help, said Arshad. Arshad, warned Hasana. Sachet Tandon could sing to Anvi, and she'll respond, said Sharman. Sharman Amir Khan. Khamoshiyan, please. Or Sharman Amir Khan. Sharman stops. I like the idea that Sharman said, added Mithiba. Mithiba Arijit Acharya, this needs to end. Arshad is not helping, and you're not either, Hasana screamed. Who even is Ishprit anyways? Asked Hasana. Ishprit Afreem Nanda, said Mithiba. No, exclaimed Hassana. Hassana, my name is Mitwa Aziz Kumar, not Arijit, he added. Right, I'm sorry. Called him by the wrong name. Has that ever happened to you where you got called the wrong first name or middle name at like a ceremony? Where it was like Sarah and something and your name was not Sarah or Ann? Right, I'm sorry, said Hassana calmly. The strangeness continued as Anvi is growling in a South Indian language. The language is Tamil. This is not her language. She's speaking Tamil. She's speaking Tamil, said Pallavi. We have to do something, she screamed. So basically, what happened is Anvi, like, yeah, she speaks Tamil, but now that she's 10 years old, she's a 10-year-old girl. She doesn't really know a lot of Tamil, so she doesn't speak Tamil anymore, but she basically, to make it make more sense, basically she used to speak Tamil, but she doesn't speak it as much. She only speaks a little bit of Tamil. Ami Pradbo, na! Cried Arshad. Then Anvi starts screaming. Anvi Chatterjee! Shrieked Hassana. We need a pianist! Exclaimed Arshad. A pianist? What's that gonna do? Pallavi asked. Play, said Arshad. The pianist is Hasit Nanda, said Arshad. Arshad, piano isn't magic, said Pallavi. Yes, it is. It's called virtuosity, Arshad exclaimed. No, it's not, Pallavi persisted. You see, Arshad, virtuosity isn't a thing here in India. Hassana spoke. Are you saying that India is bad? Asked Arshad. No, I'm just saying everything is different, answered Hassana. I see, Arshad replied. Arshad, remember what Hassana said? Khamoshiyan and look. Anvi was speaking Tamil and Hindi. The team started looking for an exorcism, and they finally found one. The exorcism. It wasn't Ishpreet. It was a girl named Mastani. Mastani performed the ritual, but it went wrong. Anvi ends up unconscious. The team then decided to take Anvi to the hospital to see what's wrong. The hospital. When they got to the hospital, they were met by doctors Urvashi Dasgupta and nurse Kavita Desai. They checked in and they wrote their names down on a paper. I'm Urvashi. What's wrong with our patient? He asked. Hassana turns to Urvashi and says, Anvi was possessed, so she had an exorcism and it went wrong. She's now unresponsive. Urvashi then looks at Anvi, then says, I'll have to take her to get a scan. He then carries Anvi into a separate room. I guess Anvi was right, said Arshad. This is the story of Khamoshiyan. Arshad, you're right, Pallavi added. Hassana then asked, Is that why Anvi was talking about a silent life? Yes, said Pallavi. She sang me a song about her story. I see, said Mitva. Sharman, do you know what Khamoshiyan means? Asked Hassana. Yes, silence, and that is true. Khamoshiyan does mean silence. And you gotta make the K and the H together. So it's not Khamoshiyan. It's Khamoshiyan. Sometimes you have to do it for the K and the H, but not all the time. I could make a whole video on the K and the H if you want, just to kind of teach you. But I'm also teaching you your first Hindi song today. Yes, silence, he said. Hindi is not Sharman's language. Bengali is. Bengali is my language too. I wonder what happened, said Mitva quietly. I guess we'll have to find out, said Hasana. 10 minutes have passed, and a nurse arrives with Anvi and Kavita. Kavita is a nurse, and she now has an assistant nurse. My name is Payali Ashish Chatterjee, and I have the situation solved, said the nurse. Ashish, that's the middle name. What happened? Asked Shankar. Mahadevan, I have to say that she's brain dead, said Payali as she looked at a piece of paper with the names on it. Brain dead? Cried Pallavi. Yes, brain dead, Payali said. Everyone looked at Anvi. Anvi is lifeless, and she's not responsive. The nurses left to grab a doctor. Hasana, what are we going to do? She's not speaking, said Arshad. Arshad, everything will be okay. We'll find a way, Hasana said. Pallavi turns to Shankar. I have an idea. We can sing a song with SRK in it, said Pallavi turns to Shankar. I have an idea. We can sing a song with SRK in it, said Shankar. Mahadevan, screamed Hasana. That will not work. What does SRK even have to do with Anvi? said Sharman. Sharman, maybe she likes SRK, replied Mitva. Who even is SRK? Asked Sharman. SRK is Shah Rukh Khan, Pallavi answered. Mitva looked at Anvi, who is still lifeless. Wait, she's Bengali. I think I know a Bengali song she'll love, said Mitva. Before anyone said a thing, a doctor came in with 2 nurses. My name is Dr. Chandra, and I'm here with Ashish and Asha, said the doctor. What is there to do to get Anvi talking to us? Said Pallavi. Skin to skin, said Ashish. Skin to skin? Asked Arshad. Yes, skin to skin, answered Ashish. What is that? Asked Pallavi. Skin to skin is where your skin touches. Skin to skin is where your skin touches her skin, said Shankar. That's right, Chandra said. Can I sing a Bengali song while we're touching her? Mitva asked. You can try, answered Ashish. What's this Bengali song you're trying to sing? Asked Hasana. It's called I Dekhe Ja, said Mitva. I Dekhe what? What? Asked Sharman. Hasana broke it down. I Dekhe Ja. I see. I'm interested in hearing it, Sharman said. The kids gathered around Anvi and touched her. Mitva began to sing. I Dekhe Ja. The ending. As Mitva was singing, Anvi came back to life. I Dekhe Ja, said Anvi softly. Anvi's alive! Chanted Pallavi. The teens started chanting. They were so happy that Anvi came back. What happened to me? Anbi asked. You went a little crazy, said Hassana. You were acting like you were possessed, Pallavi added. Why am I here? She asked. Anbi, you were actually possessed, but then you went unresponsive and were pronounced brain dead, said Shankar. Payal really scared me. She sent the spirit in me, said Anbi. Anbi, do you recall any memories from the incident? Asked Hassana. The only thing I remember is Payal saying she doesn't like Bengalis. That's mean to say to anyone, even in real life, said Anbi angrily. You're right, Anbi. Payal shouldn't have said that. She should have walked away and kept her comments to herself, said Hassana. I regret going to the party, said Anbi. Anbi, it's over now. Everything is fine. My mother used to say, Ataki party, whenever I had the fear of going to parties. Hassana explained. Ataki wet? Asked Pallavi. Never mind, said Hassana. Anbi, guess what? The party hasn't even started yet. What? Exclaimed Anbi. You heard me right. When we got there, everyone was getting set up. We've been in the hospital for an hour, and the party starts in 10 minutes, said Hassana. Wow, said Anbi. Anbi, would you like to tell your story in front of our guests in Chennai today? Asked Hassana. Really? Yes, Anbi exclaimed. The team checked out of the hospital and went back to the party in Chennai. Anvi told the story of the silent life, ate some delicious Indian dishes, danced, and had an amazing time. This is the story of Khamoshiyan. The end. So I'm about to read the ending part, and there's a shocking thing from another story that I might read to you. It's actually a story on a play, but two people from the play enter. So here are the fun facts, and is the ending. Have you ever read a plot of a movie and were so inspired by it you created your own story? Well, today I'm telling you how I wrote this. Basically, I was reading. Oh Lord, that's my brother. Okay. Basically, I was reading Khamoshiyan's plot, the Bollywood music. Khamoshiyan, the Bollywood music. After reading it, I began to create my own plot of this story. I began writing the plot first, and then I started the story. I then realized some parts weren't matching the plot, so I wrote the story the way I wanted it, and then improvised the plot. I added some bits and pieces of the story to the plot, so it matched and went together. It took me a few days to write this. I love writing this story, and I wanted it to seem real to everyone. So I put some Indian names of real people and then made each character look real. For example, Pallavi Sriram in real life is a dancer and the sister of Sid Sriram. I decided to take these names and add them. And also I decided to change their nationality. For example, Pallavi is Tamil. In my story, she is Marathi. Another thing that is also real is Sharman Joshi. The 1921 thing that Anvi was talking about is true. Sharman Joshi actually is Jay Singh in that movie. In the story, Sharman's name is Sharman, but he's Bengali. Sharman is not familiar with a lot of Bengali words. just a few. Another real thing that's in the story is Sachet Dandin. Sachet and Parampara are married in real life and sing together. Did you know that Arindam Chatterjee is in the story? If you did, then you happen to know that Arindam Chatterjee is a real person. In real life, Arindam is a producer and singer in Bengali movies. Also, did you know that Shankar Mahadevan is an actual singer? If you did, you happen to know he sings in Hindi songs. Another thing that is true is Payal. In real life,
Payal is a rapper.
No. There's a singer named Payal Dev. In my story, Payal is a fairy. Do you want to know a fun fact? Arshad did a little replication of Arijit's song Khamoshiyan. Arshad changed the lyrics from Hindi to English. Another fun fact is Anvi's first song is a sampled version of an Arijit Singh song called Chhod Diya.
Oh.
Chhod Diya, oh Rasta. Yeah, I'm reading it for my channel. She loves Arijit, so just like I do. So she decided to use that song to tell her story to Pallavi. Did you know that virtuosity is actually a thing in India?
Yes.
Hasana actually was right. Virtuosity is a thing. Did you? Yeah, Hasana actually was right. Virtuosity is a thing. Did you know that? If you didn't, then you have to hear the one and only Hasan Nanda. He is the best pianist ever, and he'll show you what virtuosity means. Fun fact, if you write Nanda backwards, it's Adnan. Adnan Sami was another pianist. He doesn't play it anymore, he sings. Did you know that Kriti and Shraddha are actually actresses? Kriti is Kriti Sanon and Shraddha is Shraddha Kapoor. Did you know that the Nope, not Shraddhananda. Did you know that the party in Chennai scene is a reference to Chennai Express? In real life, there's a movie called Chennai Express, and some of the songs are dancing songs. The title track says something about a party in Chennai. The team chanting that reminded me of the title track. Did you know that skin to skin is a real thing? I read something a few years ago about it, and this is what I found. Skin to skin is what doctors do to babies when they're not doing well. From what I found out, basically, if you have twins and any baby, if you have twins and one of them isn't in good shape, you put the other baby next to the sick baby. When the two babies touch, the sick baby gets better quickly. It's like a therapy dog. Anyways, that's all for today's story. I hope you found this story interesting and fun. Thanks for reading. Hi readers, it's Amida from Nandini Nanda. Do you remember when Ashona and I were talking about this? I will read Nandini Nanda one of these days so you guys know what we were talking about and know what Ashona was doing. Ashona and I were talking about what books we were reading. Ashona read this. I was reading this one. I also read the 1920 series. I really love it so much that all my friends read it. Even Sharid. I can't wait for Nandini Nanda Part 2. Thanks for reading, everyone. Hi, everyone. It's Ika and Chana from Nandini Nanda. We really love reading this to our students, and they loved it. We even put on a play about this. I love you all. Thanks for reading, Ika and Chana. Hi readers, it's Ashona and I'm here with Sharib. Khamoshiyan is an amazing story. I recommend you read it to your friends and family. I love reading stories like this. Thank you for reading, Ashona and Sharib. If you want to see more stories and plays like this, stay tuned because Nandini Nanda Part 2 is coming out. This was an amazing Indian horror story to write. All thanks to Khamoshiyan. Thanks for reading. The end. That's the end of my story. If you want me to read Nandini Nanda Part 1 and Part 2, please let me know. Part 1 is a bit longer. Part 2 shouldn't be as long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story and thanks for watching.